Dumalang Sanbonani and greetings. Welcome to a True Crime South Africa podcast, True Crime with Stones Q, where we usually report mostly on under the radar, underreported, underrepresented cases in South Africa. However, we do still cover the more well-known cases as well. Let us remember that these are real cases with real people, real lives, real families. Let's not victim blame. Let's be kind, respectful, and keep it love and light. And thank you so much for the interaction on the last episode. And as promised, I said we'll be giving case updates on this case because it seems to be moving quite fast. The power of social media, we give thanks for that. And before we start our episodes, I just want us to reflect maybe a little bit on the comment section to those who might be joining us for the very first time. And Rian says, if you do not report an accident same time, it's not an accident. I agree to that one. And yes, we're doing this for Neville Shetty, who asked that we will be giving religious updates on this case here. And he's Marsha Pinar says, if you could swim and had a life jacket on, as it was said by a family member, then yes, how is it possible he was found under the water? Unless there was allegedly foul play that he was unable to reach the surface of the water to swim to safety or call for help. And Rian says, the skipper is always responsible for everyone and everything on board. That's all. And I say that I highly agree. And I'm just going to share a picture of the people that were allegedly on the boat here. I'm going to use allegedly since this case update is more on, people would say this is mumbo jumbo, but I think maybe this is an important update to do as well. So this is not from official investigations, but this is now operating in the realm of spiritual gifts. So I'm just going to add 3 mediums and then just make out what they trying to say, see what you can pick up from this one. But I thought it's very interesting, and I thought in the interim, while we're waiting for the law and everything else to take place, I think let us look into what these mediums are saying, because there seems to be some sort of consensus. And hopefully you'll get the gist from the ones that speak English. But I thought our Setswana medium as well, I'm going to include her as well. And just hear what they're going to be saying. But the general consensus is that this was not an accident, And going through the comment section as well, very, very interesting. So Kandistarr is one of the more well-known mediums. If you're into such things, I guess your algorithm will direct you into things that I guess resonate with you better, or whatever it is that the SEOs and algorithms however way they play out on your timelines and all of that. So okay, I don't want to give a spoiler, but okay, I don't know if you agree with this comment here, but it says, when you turn the paper, this is from Kandistarr's reading, when you turn the paper, it says Vian. The boat at the bottom is the W. I think the name that Thomas was trying to tell this lady is Vian. He's the son of the boat driver, or am I seeing things? And then a Millie. I don't know if this is the Millie that is also connected to this case somewhat, but she says, I do think him and his dad had something to do with Thomas's death. And on another medium reading, Katli says, another medium said that the other black boy will only confess 10 months later, November, by 1407. Not really sure about the time because I forgot, but I feel like November is too far for him to confess. Like, why doesn't he confess right now so that his parents can know what happened to their child, man? So I'm also not pardon me with that little glitch there. But what I was saying is that I'm not really a fan of dates and times, and I think in the spiritual work that these people do, they're not allowed. I don't know if it's spiritual protocol or what it is exactly, but usually people that tell you such news, they don't really reveal names. But one medium said that it is not to harm the investigation. So I'm not too sure if those are spiritual rules, spiritual laws, or what it is exactly. But basically, the consensus is it wasn't an accident. And one media mentioned that there's a lady who, this whole thing is actually about a girl, right? And yeah, so the medium didn't get her full name, so she was going along the lines of Bo Mariki or Magrita or something along those lines. She chose Afrikaans names, but there might be a Millie. It might be the Millie that's in the comment sections as well, and yeah, I guess we should note this since it is unfortunate that the like I'm saying, the nature of our country, dictates to us that race matters in a lot of circumstances, so there is one other black boy, and I guess I don't know what point we are in right now, but like I'm saying that in the comment section, you would see that people are railing behind him that, no, why don't you speak by virtue of him being of the same color as Junior or Thomas Sithole. And so I'm going to share what these mediums are saying. Make do with this information and see if you're also seeing the same things of the scribbling that Candy has done. So it was basically, apparently, according to these mediums, it was about a girl. And another medium was saying was because of the irritation of his dancing, because apparently he was a good dancer. I'm going to share a clip of him as well from another creator, him dancing there. But we will be giving official updates as well. I just thought maybe let us look into this one. But if it's mumbo jumbo for you, that is totally okay as well. If it's something you highly resonate to and something in you says, these ladies are not far off, we know that back in the day, these people would probably be burnt for the Witchcraft Act and the likes, But let me know in the comment section. And yes, we will still be giving further updates when we officially have them. Oh, yes. And then one noteworthy thing, one of the mediums, I think was... I forgot her name, but the lady in glasses, she goes by Fez, yes. Fez, I don't know if it's Fezile, yes, Fezile Mncube. So medium Fezile Mncube was saying that there was a message that came through that, probably things are not going to happen because this person is moneyed and they can make things disappear. So I just want to know, especially the people of the same culture, do you guys have crazy rituals as well? Like, is it possible that disappearance... Okay, actually, let me not even take it there. But please do like, please do subscribe. Thank you so much for those who've just joined our family as well. And like I'm saying, if this is not your cup of tea, we have a podcast that focuses on spirituality and the good goods. All right. Thank you so much. Please like, please do subscribe. Please do engage in the comment section. I really enjoyed the comments from the previous episode. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on the next episode. We usually do this once a month, but like I said, I'll be giving updates, consistent updates, thanks to Neville Shetty. All right. Do enjoy and let me know what you guys think. All right.
Hey babes, hello. So I'm gonna declare this an emergency reading, but I feel like before we get into the reading, I have to explain what just happened. So last night, I'm still wearing the same clothes. Listen, I'm giving you the raw, real deal here. I did a channeling session for Yumin Long. Celeste Rivas ended up coming through. A few other people came through, and it was a lot of energy. I ended the live. I felt terrible. I'm sitting here, right here, and my kitchen light started going off and on. Now, could it have been the light bulb? Yes, but no, because we just changed it. Then my house alarm started going off. It went off 4 times last night, saying the front door. But we have cameras. There was nobody at the door. Then my baby started yelling, screaming, and she was like pointing in the air in the corner, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's a wasp, right? Because we get wasps sometimes from the attic, right? So I'm looking, and then I freaking see it. And I have a picture frame. It's big, but I'm going to show you the shape of it. And it was like this, and it slowly was moving back into position. And I was like, what the heck? I screamed too. So Then I had this massive migraine, right? And I fell asleep wearing this, right? I woke up, I still had the massive migraine, this sharp pain in my head. My whole left side just felt like I was having a stroke or something, right? And I started just sitting here just trying to meditate, like, what is happening, you know? I don't usually go through this after readings. Like the migraines, yes, but not everything else. And I caught 2 of them on video, so I will insert the video of what was happening last night. So I'm sitting there just here, and I'm just meditating, right? And I'm just like in my thoughts and just trying to clear my thoughts. And this is where I need your help. This is the emergency part. There is a boy here. He's in the age range of 15 to 17. Now, I have this here. I haven't done anything yet. This is all what I picked up earlier. He's in the age range of, mentally at least, 15 to 17 years old. He has a lot of hair on his head. And he's telling me, basically, like, he's a, how you call it, like a prankster. He's pulling pranks, okay? So nothing here, none of it was I got a headache still. Malevolent. This is just a kid trying to get my attention. I don't know his name. That's why I need your help. He's saying that something happened to him. Something with his head and possibly his nose or like mouth area, somewhere here and here, which made his whole side of the body, just like I was experiencing, like kind of like just like tense up and like, you know, like when you really stiffen up your muscles. So I don't know who this is, and I don't know what I'm gonna get in this channeling session. So I'm gonna need you guys' help if that's possible. I don't know what I'm gonna get. So I'm just gonna try to do this with a headache and everything. I just need this to stop. So I'm gonna try to get this message out, whatever he has to say. I don't know where I'm gonna stare. My eye is bothering me so bad. I don't know why, but it's burning as well. I'm picking up water already. Water. A big body of water. So this isn't like a creek or like a river. This is wider. A lot wider. I see a boat. Okay, this feels kind of like a party or a hangout on a boat. I'm seeing people on the boat. Just trying to get closer. That's... I feel like they're all... That's confusing me. Okay, let me just stay focused. Hold on. Don't get into your head. Hold on. Okay, so I feel like it's a bunch of teenagers. It's not just 1 or 2. Teenagers on a boat, though. This... Okay, hold on. I'm turning around. Yeah, okay. So it's not just teenagers. Oh. There is an adult. I feel like he's driving the boat. This is so weird to me. But maybe it's just like, a party, a hangout. A hangout. Okay. So there's... There's boys and girls on this boat. This is a real boat. This is real. Whoa. It, it feels like there's like a lot of friends, but it's not like friends. It almost feels like I have to be friends from the other people, not from him. So maybe it's like he thinks, whoever this kid is, he thinks these are his friends. But the people that he think are friends, it feels more like the energy is like, ugh, we gotta be friends with him. There's a girl. That's what I hear. There's a girl. I like her, but she's already with somebody. He says the name. I can't get the name. I feel like his ethnicity, I feel like he's saying basically, is white. So hold on. I feel like he's speaking of two people plus himself at the moment. He's speaking of himself, a girl, and a white boy. That's what I'm hearing, okay? He likes the girl, but he's not really telling anybody that. He ain't like expressing it because she's already dating the white boy. But he's saying he was staring at her too long, but she's so pretty. I couldn't help it. And there's a name he keeps saying, I can't hear it. Somebody jumps up in like a heated moment. He's pushing on him. He's grabbing him. I feel like he grabs something here. It don't feel like clothing. Ugh. He hits him in the face. That's what I felt. He's bleeding. I don't know if it's from his lip or his nose, but I see blood here. everybody sees this. There's other people. Hold on. Oh my God. Wait. Somebody's knocking on my door, but look. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to try to do a part 2 for this because I gotta go. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, I don't know what that is. I mean, that kind of looks like a boat, but I don't know.
What boat?
On the picture here.
Ooh.
So, I don't know if you know of anything that is happening like this. Please let me know. I will try to do a regular channeling session. I just had to get this off my chest so that he could stop messing with my appliances, but also I could get rid of this headache. I love you, babes, and I'll be back.
Dumelang, my name is Fezile Mncube, and I have been tagged on the story about Thomas Sithole, the 17-year-old boy that was found in the Vaal River. I got numerous of people tagging me and asking for answers, wanting answers. There's no easier way to do this. It's never easy, but either way, when spirit speaks, it's not something that you can switch on and off. And somehow when I looked at his pictures, I was just able to connect. This is in no way a means to gain some sort of popularity or anything like that. In fact, according to me, I don't even want to do this, but you know, there's a lot of people that have requested, and this is just to bring clarity and, you know, some sort of closure, even though you know, it's still painful as it is. What I did, I'm just gonna keep it very brief and say what I was able to pick up and some of the things that his spirit showed me. So number one, what I do get from what Thomas made me feel, it's as if like he never wanted, like this trip, he was almost like a tag along. So he wasn't like fully prepared in terms of wanting to go to the trip. So it's almost as if like he was tagged along. And then he continues to say that I trusted them. I thought that they were my friends. I thought that they were my people. But little did I know that I've made the biggest mistake of my life. Now, Thomas continues to show me his bubbly character. One thing about Thomas is that wherever he was, you would notice his presence. His spirit continues to show me that he was someone that liked to talk a lot, even curse a little bit, and he was someone that loved to dance. Dancing was his love language. Dancing was his way of entertainment. So he says on the day that they were going on this trip, everyone was excited. Alcohol, they were drinking, everyone was just happy and just excited. But all of this was caused by someone taking interest in Thomas. So like I mentioned, that this is a trip whereby Thomas was sort of like a tag along. He was a tag along onto this trip. And what happened is that because of his bubbly character, because of his presence being so noticeable, when he was dancing and just Thomas being himself, it took a lot of interest. A lot of people took interest in that, and unfortunately the person that took interest in Thomas, or rather the lady that took so much interest in Thomas, was also liked by someone else. Thomas says that there are three people are involved, are responsible for what happened to him. And he says that there are other people that are innocent, that genuinely do not know what happened to him. And he also continues to say to me that, tell my family that all the answers lie in my body. All the answers lie in my body. My body tells the whole story of what happened to me. And then he says that what happened, what transpired on that day, he shows me that they were before, because the story about them being on the boat together and him falling, that is not true. I am seeing that before they boarded onto the boat, it seemed like there was a sort of like a separation, especially with the boats. It seemed that there was a separation. Now I am seeing Thomas being left with these 30 people, and little did he know that these people, they were so fed up with his how he was dancing, how he was singing, how he was just being himself. And they were like, why is it that he's drawing so much attention and not me, and not me, the one who organized this trip? Why am I not getting that attention? And what happened is that he made a remark. I am seeing that there's a conversation that is happening between them, and then he ends up saying, it doesn't matter. It's like he's doing this with his hand, and then it's like sort of like a fight ensues. Now he says that I was fighting with this boy, and as I was fighting with him, someone else, like an elderly person, came, and instead of stopping, they continued to help one another. They continued to help one another. I was alone. In that moment, he says that I was afraid, and I called out to my mother. I wished she was there. I wished I never came onto this trip. But all of a sudden, I couldn't feel myself anymore. I was no longer in pain. It was all gone. And there was this bright light where I was received by my grandmother. And Thomas says that everything is written on my body. They thought they could get away with it. They think they will get away with it. And yes, they will get away with it, because this is someone who has a lot of money, someone who can speak, someone who can talk for themselves. But I was ganged up upon. They ganged up on me. He also says that after everything was said and done, they came back and they told the others a story that wasn't the truth. They know what they did, and my body is evidence of that. He says that his body should not be released as of yet from the forensics, because his body tells exactly what has happened to him. Mom, I am sorry for sometimes going about my way. I want you to know that I have not left. My physical body might no longer be here, but my spirit will constantly be with you, Mom. And I wish I could have listened more. I wish I could have been more present. But I will continue to be here, and my body and everything that happened to me will be revealed. It's not going to take long. I'm going to make sure that everything that happened to me is revealed in due time. Rest and be at peace, because I will give all the answers. I will speak what has happened to me. So there's a lady that is among the group that is so saddened by this, and she has her speculations. She wants to tell the truth. She wants to let everyone know what happened, but she is afraid, because they have been told that this is what they are to say. And if they've been told that, then why should they believe anything else? But they can see, they saw the evidence, they saw the cuts on their hands, they saw how they were no longer the same. He says that I died for just being myself. I died for being noticed. My life was cut short because I was just being myself. I never had a problem with anyone. I just wanted to have fun. But my spirit was taken. So Thomas Sithole passed away as a result of someone being mean and jealous to him simply because he sparked he sparked the attention of someone that he felt that he could get, and unfortunately he wasn't getting it because it's all based on what does he have that I don't have. I am here, I'm rich, I have the means of planning this trip, and why are you not interested in me? And that was the end.
Hi guys. Hey, we see this issue I don't like ho kenella mo dilong tsa batho, but parent to parent, I feel the pain ya Mama Thomas, ne? So I mean, what justice would I be making if I have an idea of what happened because I was able to channel him and then I just keep quiet. So yeah, I did try to actually write more, type in more one of the videos, 1 or 2 videos. As I channeled him, what did he say? So he only showed me the motive as to what led to him getting injured the way he did and, unfortunately not making it, respectively. Ne? So he did mention the motive was, it was all because of a girl. And when you check on the pictures, all the kids, the boat, that girl is not there. And then what he also showed me was the face of the perpetrator, like who is responsible for all of this, which is one of the boys, more that the boat picture, ne? And then he also explained for him. It first started on the boat and it went on ground. So, they were able to see Madi and all that more boat do. Yeah, it first started there and then it went on ground. And then he's speaking also about a bonfire. I don't know whether this happened before or Mari, there's a part where he speaks of bonfire. And then he also explains how he was strangled by the specific boy. And then how he was strangled. TikTok is doing the most again. But anyways, once he was strangled karate style. Yeah, like karate style. And then once he was tossed over he was tossed by 2 boys. Ne? And then the name of this girl, I don't know if I said this part, starts with M, the letter M. Mariki, Mariette, some more, the letter M. And then he's also saying more to the family, phone his phone, actually all the answers that they're looking for. We have been actually chatting, me and this girl. So from those chats, you'll be able to know where to go from there. Yeah. So I don't want to take, I got on some because even the boy, I can literally see him. So I don't want to take out Maina Abashimaneba because now it will hurt the investigation. Ne? But Mori commented more. There's a part where I actually said Mainabon. So I hope this will help the family. Because given another lady by the name of Kandistarr, she channeled something similar to what I'm talking about. So so I hope this will actually help the family. Because Mabani, I channeled it Maban. So I hope this will help the family, and condolences to the family and friends. So I don't like to deliver the readings that he saw because they're a bit because I'm also a mother, so I can imagine what the mother is going through. And I can see also happily South Africans, they were touched by the situation, which as it should be, because No parent deserves some things as it saw. But definitely it will be resolved. So the parents, they just need to get phone ya gage. That phone, ke yone nanle each and every answer to each and every question they have. If phone you in alema ponis at the present moment, I would advise that they get to that phone as quick as possible. They'll be able to get the answers.